Here are the top 10 reasons that I stopped drinking alcohol altogether. I thought I'd also share with you what I make instead of cocktails to enjoy on a hot sunny day here in Algarve. The first reason that I gave up alcohol is that I enjoy getting my sleep, and as women age we have more problems, more and more issues with trying to get to sleep at night and have a solid 8 hours. And what I would do is I would drink in the evening. I would have 1 gin and tonic, 2 gin and tonics, and then suddenly I'm feeling a little bit woozy. Check out these lovely ice cubes. I've frozen some fresh strawberries in the ice cubes, so they're going to flavour my non-alcoholic cocktail today. So I would get woozy and sleepy and tired, and then I would go to bed feeling really exhausted and fueled by the alcohol. I would go off to sleep really, really quickly. But about 2 o'clock in the morning, I would be wide awake and regretting having drunk so much alcohol. The thing is, gin and tonic is a little bit addictive, isn't it? Or Aperol Spritz. Aperol Spritz, I'm not even sure I actually like the stuff. I've got a friend called Jean-Luc, and we would drink it quite regularly, Aperol Spritz. And then one day we said, well, I said, do you actually like Aperol Spritz? He said, I don't know. And I said, neither do I. So Jean-Luc and I stop drinking Aperol Spritz. I can't tell you how amazing it is to get a whole night's sleep when you've been sleep deprived for absolutely months. So, I hate that when you cut the passion fruit open and you lose the juice on the board, so we're not going to waste that. That's the dog coughing, not me. So I'm going to put in here my strawberry ice cubes and then a passion fruit. So yeah, having a full night of sleep, oh my goodness, it's worth $1 million a year, because lack of sleep can cause so many neurological problems, as well as making you really, really grumpy. So having a better night's sleep is reason number 1 to give up alcohol. Yes, it gets you off to sleep, but it doesn't keep you asleep, and then you're going to feel awful the next morning. Number 2, better mental health. I don't know whether you know this, but of course a lot of people use alcohol to help with depression and anxiety, but it actually causes depression and anxiety and can affect our mood. So it can actually lead to depression and anxiety because, of course, we're diluting our thoughts, we're numbing our minds, and we're not actually solving the problems that we're creating in our brains. It's actually having the emotional intelligence to say, I am going to deal with these problems, I'm going to learn to deal with these problems, rather than keep numbing the problems which never go away. Number 3 is energy levels. Now, if you've been following me a while, you'll know that I am buzzing, I am full of energy, I am like a live wire 24/7, much to my husband's disgust. My husband is not a morning person and he's not an evening person, and I am an all-day person. So the thing is that alcohol can really affect your energy levels. It is a toxin after all, so avoiding alcohol can really help with your energy levels. I noticed the difference within 1 week of giving up alcohol, that I was buzzing more than usual. Let's talk about the financial side of things. This was actually a gift from my friend Sarah, and I think this is over £30 a bottle, which is, I don't know, $40. But if you're drinking alcohol every single day, and even if you're drinking at home, it costs a lot of money. I think a bottle of tonic water to go with the gin is around £2, €2, a good quality tonic. So every time you are filling up your glass, you are spending money, and it is a considerable amount of money when you add it up over a year. I mean, if you go out for a gin and tonic here, they vary in price from €7.50 all the way up to, I think the highest I've seen for a gin and tonic is €25, but I'm sure they are higher in some of the resorts here. But it is a considerable amount of money, and if you're a complete miser like me, you will really appreciate the financial savings of not drinking anymore. I mean, how much is a glass of water? And here's one you probably haven't thought of, and that is increased safety. So first of all, as a woman out on my own or with my friends, it's always a good idea to have all of your senses working and fully operational. So of course, when you drink alcohol, you're going to lose some of your awareness. Also, when you have a drink, one drink, oh, I just have one drink, I'll be fine. And then, oh, I can still drive. And then when you have 2 drinks, and after a little while, you lose your senses and suddenly feel like, oh, well, 1's okay, 2's okay. And then you're going to make mistakes by actually driving the car or operating some kind of vehicle whilst you are over the limit, not only endangering your life, but the life of your passengers, pedestrians, and other road users. So your personal safety is a major factor in reducing or eliminating alcohol from your lifestyle. I used to go to bed a little bit woozy, and then I'd wake up in the night fully awake. Obviously that disturbs my sleep, but also I would have tummy pains. Alcohol can cause stomach problems, digestive issues, especially acid reflux. So if you're suffering with any of those ailments, I would definitely consider easing off the booze for good. Something I didn't realise until fairly recently is that alcohol is a toxin, and it's actually graded on the same level as asbestos. And that was the one thing that stopped me drinking completely. I could not believe my eyes when I was reading that. And it was from a proper medical paper, and you can see it on cancer research sites, you can see it on health organisation sites. It actually lists alcohol as a deadly toxin. So why are we consuming it on a daily basis? I didn't also know that alcohol is one of the major causes of bowel cancer. So I think it's definitely worth looking into. Check on the health pages, you will find this information. There's no way that I'm going to regularly drink alcohol ever again. I may have a sherry like my grandma on Christmas Day, but that was a big one. Bowel cancer, alcohol, gotta go. So if you're suffering with bowel cancer or you have had bowel cancer, lay off the booze. And also, lots of women are not going to like this, breast cancer. All of this information is on the cancer research websites. You will see that alcohol is connected to breast cancer and bowel cancer and other nasties. So I'm not convinced that that gin and tonic or that glass of wine is worth the risk. A life without alcohol can actually enhance your relationships. So a lot of people say to me, you only eat 2 meals a day and you stop eating after 2 p.m, which means no calories. How do you go out drinking with your friends every evening? Well, let me tell you that I don't go out drinking with my friends every evening. Oh, I forgot to tell you, I'm putting green tea that I made yesterday and I put it in the fridge. So this is a really nice strong green tea, and I've added it to my passion fruit, my orange and my strawberry ice cubes. With my friends, instead of going out in the evening drinking with them, I will take them on a bike ride, or we'll go for a walk on the beach, or we'll do something creative. My friend Helene, we used to drink together. We would go out for a gin and tonic. We would sit up in the mountains and on a Friday evening, and I would sometimes ride back on my scooter, which I shouldn't have even after just one gin and tonic. So that's what I'm talking about, risk. It's a lot safer if you're not drinking. But anyway, my friend Helene and I used to go out drinking, and it was really nice on a Friday evening. So now, instead of that, she will come to my house and I will lend her my spare bike, and we will ride for a couple of hours, and then we'll go and have a cup of tea or a cold drink at the end, and then we'll cycle back, and we're chatting the whole way. So we're actually getting exercise, we're getting outside, we're in nature, we're away from technology, and we're not having alcohol. And there are so many ways that you can interact with your friends and socialize and have an amazing time without alcohol. Not only are there risks, obviously, with consuming too much alcohol with bowel cancer, like I've said, and breast cancer, but also you can experience improved health if you lay off the booze. For example, your liver will thank you for giving up alcohol. Your immune system will love you, and your heart will love you even more. I mean, how could your heart love you more? But your heart will love you more. So you will experience improved health. Honestly, since giving up alcohol, and I thought I'd just give it a go, I feel incredible, absolutely incredible. And like I said, the only way I'll probably have alcohol again is a sherry on Christmas Day, or maybe a cheeky little Tinto de Verano in Spain, which is just like a red wine spritzer, really, really occasionally. But I know when I've drunk that I feel like I have ingested poison. The next day I will feel awful. Sometimes I'll get a migraine. So I just can't, the benefits aren't there. There are no benefits to drinking alcohol. In at number 10, and this one is not going to surprise you, this is calories. This is weight gain from drinking alcohol. These are just a waste of calories as far as I'm concerned. It's almost 500 calories for a large gin and tonic. And I would much rather be eating a plate of food for 500 calories than just drinking it in liquid form in a glass. So when I had gained a lot of weight about 3 years ago, I was totally down to the whole lockdown situation. I couldn't do so much exercise. And because I was feeling miserable because I couldn't do exercise, I was drinking more and more alcohol. So instead of having one gin and tonic a week, it became one gin and tonic a day. It became 2 gin and tonics a day, and they were doubles. So every day I was having 4 shots of gin. And of course, then you have the mixers. There's a lot of sugar in those. There's a lot of additives. So it really affected my body. And not only did I gain weight, I can see that I had a lot of water retention and puffiness. And within 2 weeks of stopping alcohol, I could see a drastic improvement in every piece of my being. So I can't recommend enough stopping drinking alcohol. But the calories, they're empty calories. They're not nutrition. They're not actually fueling your body. They're actually damaging your body. And since stopping drinking alcohol, it has been an absolute breeze to maintain my weight loss or my healthy weight range. I don't weigh myself every day, but I do weigh myself probably once a month just to make sure that I'm within the same target weight range that I went for originally. So those are my top 10 reasons for stopping drinking alcohol, and I couldn't think of one good reason to carry on. So cheers to feeling energized and healthy, alcohol free. It's never too late to give up alcohol.